This is the Eufy X10 Pro Omni Robot Vacuum, and I've been living with it long enough to form a clear opinion of what it does well and where it stumbles. I went in hoping for a hands-off cleaning routine, and I've been using it like a daily tool, not a showroom piece. From setup to long runs with pets and kid messes, I've pushed it through the kind of chores most homes deal with. The robot has a clean, matte black finish with soft edges and a small tower on top for LiDAR. That's a laser sensor that spins to map your rooms, and it's one of the reasons it navigates with confidence. The front camera and sensors power obstacle avoidance, so it doesn't just bump into things and guess. The base, what Eufy calls the Omni station, is big. It looks like a compact mini appliance more than a dock. Inside are two water tanks, one for clean and one for dirty, and a 2.5 dust bag. It's not trying to be furniture, it's a utility hub. If you can give it some breathing room against a wall, it looks fine and blends in better than a stainless tower, but it still takes real space. The two extra washable mop cloths feel sturdy, and they've held up to repeated washing without getting fuzzy or thin. I had this out of the box and running in under 10 minutes. The app prompts are straightforward, and the first map of my place took under 10 minutes as well. It labeled rooms accurately enough that I only needed a couple of quick edits. LiDAR mapping helps a lot here. Think of it like a laser measuring your space so it knows where to go and where not to go. Key features like no-go and no-mop zones are easy to set, and the app makes it simple to tell the robot what rooms to clean and when. Alexa support worked as expected. I could tell it to start or send it to a room by voice. Vacuuming is where the X10 Pro Omni splits its personality. On carpet, the 8,000 PI suction really shows up. PI is a pressure unit that hints at how hard it can pull in air and debris. From my experience, it lifted fine dust and pet hair out of low pile and medium carpet, and it left those satisfying vacuum lines that signal a deep clean. On hard floors, it's more mixed. It handles daily dust and crumbs, but lightweight debris like cat litter can scatter or get missed unless I run it on higher suction and slow the pass. The head design seems like it doesn't always get a perfect seal on some smooth surfaces, so even with strong suction, pickup can be inconsistent. The included roller has bristles and rubber. It's okay with short pet hair, but it tangled badly with long human hair in my home. The auto detangling feature helps with small wraps, but it didn't save me from taking out the brush and clearing it by hand more than I'd like. Swapping to the optional all-rubber brush was a big improvement and cut those maintenance sessions way down. Mopping is where this machine earned its keep. The MopMaster 2.0 system uses two spinning pads that press down with around 1 kilogram of force. That means it's not just dragging a damp cloth, it's scrubbing. Dried coffee, sticky juice drips, muddy prints. This thing takes them out in a pass or two. When it detects carpet, the pads lift about 12 millimeters, which is enough to keep them from wetting the edges of area rugs, and I haven't seen damp spots on carpet. The base washes the pads with clean water, then dries them with 113 degrees Fahrenheit heated air. That drying step really matters. It prevents that musty smell you get from wet pads sitting around, and my laundry room smells normal, even after daily mops. Edge cleaning with the special mode is legit. It pivots and hugs baseboards more tightly than most robots I've used, and the edges look cleaner afterwards. The trade-off is time. It uses more water, more battery, and adds minutes to the job. I keep that mode off for daily runs and turn it on for deeper weekly cleans. The Omni Station does the chores I don't want to do. It empties the robot's bin into a dust bag that lasts me about 6 weeks, washes the mop pads, dries them so they don't stink, and refills the robot's water tank. Day to day, I mostly dump the dirty water tank and rinse the tray every few runs. It can get gunky if you let it go too long, so I added a reminder for myself. It's not maintenance-free, but it's way less hands-on than a simple dock. Not everything was smooth. After one of the software updates, I hit a weird water behavior where the pads ran dry mid-clean, even though the tank wasn't empty. A reboot and the next update seemed to help, but that hiccup made me watch it closely for a couple of weeks. I've seen other owners mention similar issues tied to firmware, so I'm glad Eufy pushes fixes quickly. Still, it's a reminder that a lot of the magic here is software controlled. If you value predictability over features, that's something to consider. Navigation has been excellent in my space. It avoids cords, shoes, and pet toys better than most robots I've used. It slows or reroutes when someone steps in front of it, and it rarely gets stuck, even around chair legs. Sometimes it plays it too safe and leaves a tiny halo around tight obstacles. If I want every crumb picked up in a messy entryway, I'll temporarily switch off the advanced avoidance so it gets right up on the pile. Charging noise at the base during self-emptying is loud for a short burst. The robot itself is pleasantly quiet on standard suction and tolerable on higher settings. Battery life is okay for my roughly 1,800 square feet home. It usually needs one recharge to finish both vacuum and mop on a deep clean. That turns the job into a multi-hour routine, but the resume feature works reliably. The app experience is powerful but quirky. I love the scenarios tool where I can save a preset for, say, post-meal cleanup that vacuums and mops just the kitchen and dining room with higher suction and more water. I wish I could assign different settings to different rooms within one scheduled run. Right now, one set of suction and water levels applies to the whole run. Also, there's no built-in way to back up maps and settings if you replace the unit, so plan on a redo if you ever swap under warranty. Key features that truly made my routine easier are the all-in-one station and the mopping system. The washing and heated drying combo is the difference between a gimmicky mop and a tool I trust. From my experience, hands-off pad care is what kept me using the mopping feature every day. The obstacle avoidance reduces anxiety about running it when I'm not home. I'm not worried it will choke on cables. The carpet results are consistently strong with real debris removal, not just surface polish. The extra mop cloths were useful because I could keep a spare set clean and ready while the other set dried. And the apps scenarios are my favorite control feature because they make targeted one-tap cleaning easy, which is how I actually use a robot during a busy week. A few realities worth sharing. In my opinion, the brush design out of the box isn't great for long hair, and I'd plan on the all-rubber upgrade if your household has anyone with long hair. Hard floor pickup can be imperfect for fine and light debris, especially on glossy surfaces, so plan on occasional high-suction passes or a second run if you're picky. The station's footprint demands space, and you'll be happier if you treat it like a small appliance with proper clearance. Firmware is the brains of this system, so updates can both add perks and cause temporary bumps. I'm okay with that trade-off, but not everyone will be. It's perfect for homes that want a serious mopping routine without manual mop care. If your floors see spills, pet prints, and daily grit, the scrubbing pads and heated dry are worth it. It's also a strong fit for mixed flooring with some carpets where you want visible cleaning results. If you live in a small apartment with limited space for a base, or you want pure set-and-forget simplicity with zero tweaks, this might feel like more machine than you need. In conclusion, the Eufy X10 Pro Omni hits its promise of hands-free daily upkeep more often than not, especially with mopping. The Omni station cuts down on the chores that people hate, emptying bins, washing pads, and dealing with wet mop smells. The vacuum is a powerhouse on carpet, decent on hard floors with some caveats, and the advanced navigation is a real stress reducer. I did run into a water behavior glitch after a software update, and the standard brush roll isn't friendly to long hair, but both issues have workarounds. I'd recommend this for anyone who prioritizes spotless hard floors, wants close to automatic maintenance, and is okay making a few app tweaks to get the most out of it. If you're sensitive to large docks or you need flawless hard floor pickup on the first pass every time, you should weigh those trade-offs. From my experience, the extra mop cloths, the heated dry, and the mop lift on carpets make this a solid daily cleaner once you dial it in. If you found this helpful, subscribe to the channel and drop your questions or your own experience in the comments. Thank you for watching.